Hey everybody, welcome to the webinar. I know that just recently somebody just walked you through the SendOutCards system. I'm guessing from the results that I've had for myself and other people walking through, you probably thought it was pretty cool. And now you're wondering, now how can I use this tool to first off better my life, how to help other people's lives, and how to make a lot of money. And that's what we're going to be talking about right now on this webinar. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some really cool stories about how SendOutCards is changing people's lives. And not only that, also how SendOutCards, one instance of using SendOutCards made me over $22,000 by sending one single card, and I'm going to share that story with you here in a minute. But for right now, I want to welcome you guys all in this webinar. We have a lot of people on right now. I can see the numbers that are adding up, so thank you so much for being on. Make sure you do not jump off, because if you get off, there's no guarantee you can get back on. A lot of times we have these webinars, and people try to get back on, and they can't because the lines are filled and it's impossible. So make sure if you're on, you're very lucky. Do not get off. This webinar is only going to be about half an hour long, so it's going to give you some really powerful, important information, and then from there you're going to have a chance to decide if you're ready to be part of our team and want to become a sender of cards. So let me jump right into this. First thing I want to do is I want to share a little bit of background about who I am, so you know who you're talking to right now. My name is Russell Brunson, and I am one of those internet guys. Over the last 4 or 5 years, I've been building a business on the internet and making a ton of money, not working that hard. In fact, our company so far right now, we this year will do over $10 million in sales alone this year on the internet. So it's pretty exciting. It's a very exciting time. Right now, it's the depths of our economy. The economy is not doing well at all, and our company is still growing rapidly every single day, because on the internet, there's not really a recession. All these problems that we're dealing with in the real world isn't really happening online. In fact, it's the exact opposite. People are finally making tons and tons of money on the internet, because now is the time to be on the internet. Okay, and that's why I kind of tell you that reason, not to brag at all. I couldn't care less about how much money I'm making, and you shouldn't care how much money I'm making. Just to know that there's money being made right now on the internet in today's economy, and it's growing very, very quickly. Like I said before, my company this year will do $10 million in sales. But the thing that I'm most proud about is not, like I said, is not how much money I'm making. The thing I'm most proud about is the thousands of people around the world, just like you, who we've helped to start and grow their own online internet businesses. Very, very exciting. But today we're here to talk about something. I haven't been this excited about something for a long, long time, and that's why I'm so passionate about it and so excited to share it with you guys today. Here's a picture of my family, just so you can get an idea of who I am. That's me in the top right there, my lovely wife Colette on the side, and then we have twin boys, Dallin and Bowen, and then they just turned 4, they're about to turn 4, and then my daughter Ellie there, she just turned 2. So that's a picture of my family. Again, we're excited. My wife and I and our kids, our entire family, we're all excited to be working with you on this venture. You know, not often that we have a chance to work with our clients, our students, our friends in a business, and I'm just really excited to be able to work with you on this business right now that you're learning about. Okay, so what I want to talk about now is the greatest business secret that there is out there. And a lot of people miss this. They think you learn the greatest business secret going to Harvard and getting your MBA or, studying a ton of books. And it's really a lot more simple than that. Okay, the greatest business secret is you need to start strengthening your relationships with everyone you know. Okay, the more money I make online, the more I realize and the more I understand that relationships, networking, and building strong relationships with people, that is really the key to making money. Whether it be online, whether it be offline, relationships are the key. Okay? And so one thing you can do is, you guys you saw the power of the SendOutCards system. You want to make it a habit to send out a sincere card every single day in your personal and your business life, just to be nice, with no ulterior motive whatsoever. Every time you meet someone, the first thing you should do is you get back home, plug them into your card manager, SendOutCards, and send them a card. Okay, this is a habit I've been getting into in the last few months, and the results are amazing. It amazes you how much you'll see someone's countenance, their personage change when you send them a card. Okay, because how many people do you meet during the day? Okay, and if you actually go home that night, you take their phone number, their address, whatever, and you send them a card, that person will remember you, and what's even more important is that they will remember that you remembered them. Okay, and that's really, really key in building relationships. So one thing I want you guys to get in the habit of doing today, and I don't care if you don't decide to use SendOutCards, go to Hallmark and do it, which is going to cost you 4 times as much money and 10 times the effort, but regardless, make it a habit every single day right now to go and send out a sincere card to somebody in your personal or your business life every single day with no hopes of trying to make any money whatsoever. Just send it out and see what happens. Okay, very, very powerful thing. All right. And what you're going to do is you're going to make people feel special, they're going to feel cared for, they're going to feel admired, you're going to make them laugh, and the results are really proven. Okay? Now, I want to talk to you guys about the power of it all. okay, about how sending a sincere card has changed people's lives. I'm going to show you some very explicit stories about people's lives who were changed because somebody else cared enough to send a card. I'm going to show you a story about how one guy, his name's Joe Girard, he went from being homeless and living in a boxcar to becoming the world record holder for sales. Okay, he is in the Guinness Book of World Record for selling the most used cars in the world. And he had a very simple, powerful strategy that'll help explode any business. I don't care what business you're in. And just kind of a hint, SendOutCards makes that process 100% automated. Okay, and Joe Girard did this back in the day before SendOutCards. He did this whole process by hand. You guys will see how you can apply this process. It took him 2 or 3 full-time staff members. You can do it in about 5 minutes a day. Okay, very, very powerful. And last thing I'm going to share with you guys towards the end of this webinar is how I've made over $22,000 by sending one simple card. Okay, $22,000 by sending a card. That's the power of how relationships, how card sending can change a business literally overnight. Okay, I'm sure most of you guys would be very happy to learn how to make $20,000 sending a card. I'm going to show you my case study. It was a lot simpler than I thought. Definitely something I wasn't planning on, but it worked, and we've seen I've never seen as big a result from one card since then. But every time we send out cards, good things happen in our business, whether it be money, whether it be relationships. Things happen when you start sending cards. Okay. Now, what I want to do right now is I want to introduce you guys to my good friend and my mentor. His name is David Fry. He is one of the top money earners in SendOutCards, a great guy, someone who I really look up to. And this is a picture of him here with me at my offices. I want to introduce you to David Fry. He's going to show you some of his experiences and what he's doing with SendOutCards to change people's lives, to make more money, and have a ton of fun in his life. Okay. So, David, thank you so much for being on this webinar, and I want to turn it over to you for a few minutes.
Thank you very much, Russell, for having me on this webinar. And I will tell all our listeners that Russell's the most ethical and caring marketer that I know. Again, my name is David Fry. I am the author of the Small Business Marketing Bible and many other information products that help small businesses to grow into big businesses. I have got a newsletter that goes out to over 70,000 small business owners around the world. I think we're in over 40 different international countries. I do a lot of public speaking for the Small Business Administration. I'm kind of the marketing coach to their marketing coaches, and I help them to help small businesses around the United States. So that's a little bit about me. I live in Houston, Texas, and I've got a beautiful wife named Ingrid. She's a marathon runner, and I've got 2 small children, one 6 and one 12. And the 12-year-old is going on 25 right now. His name is Sterling. He's a wonderful little boy. So first of all, the number one thing in my opportunity test is whatever product or service that I'm promoting, I need to deeply believe in. I need to be able to deeply believe in that product or service, okay? There's a critical question that I always ask myself, and that question is, if I were to never make a dime selling or referring this product to others, would I personally still use the product, and would I tell others about it as well? And I'm going to tell you today that this product, the answer to that question for this product is an emphatic yes. This product I would and have told other people about, regardless of whether I had made money for it. In fact, when I first started to use this product, I didn't even know that I could make money with it, and I told a lot of people about it because I was using it in my own business, and I was very successful using it. And so that is the very first thing. Now, what's the name of this product? It's called SendOutCards. Here is my account in SendOutCards. Here is the card catalog. Inside the card catalog, you have over 13,000 different card designs. And so there is a card for just about every single occasion that you can think of. It is the world's largest catalog of greeting cards. Okay? So you can just thumb through each one of the cards, and you can roll over a card, and you can see it up close if you want. And here's the cool thing is you see this right below each one of these cards, you have this thing that looks like a postcard. That's why you can create a postcard out of it, or a 2-panel greeting card, or you can create a 3-panel greeting card. You can actually, with this thing right here, you can upload up to 20-something photos in just this one card. And if you've created a card that you really like, you can click on this heart and have it be one of your favorites so you can access it very, very quickly. Okay? Now, one of the other things I told you about is you can create campaigns. So check out a campaign that I've just created. It's called my Celebrity Follow-Up Campaign. I'm going to go and view this campaign. Now remember what a campaign is. This is where you can send out a series of cards in a sequence. Now, this is my celebrity campaign, so let's go take a look at it. Okay, I've got one with Elvis. I got a photo of me and Jay Leno. I got a photo of me and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And the reason I do this is because when people receive these cards, I want them to, number one, go, wow. I want that experience. I want them to go, wow, that's cool. And the second thing is I want them to read it. So here's on the front of this card, there's Elvis saying, David Fry tells me you're a pretty cool cat. And inside the card, there's a photo of me actually shaking hands with the king. Now, this is an old photo. I'm kind of an old guy, but there it is, an actual photo of me with the king. Now, do you really think that's me? Of course no, I'm not. I photoshopped it. But let me tell you, I get so much feedback on this card. It is just crazy. So let me show you some other cards in this celebrity campaign that really gets people's attention. Here's Arnold. Everyone loves Arnold. And Arnold, of course, is a good friend of mine through SendOutCards. So take a look at the front of the card. David, I think you're perfect for the job. So he's talking to me. Now, inside the card, there's some other photos of me and Arnold. Arnold giving me an award, and it basically says something like, guess what? Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger picked me to help him turn around the state of California. It's a tall task, but with the help of smart friends like you, I think we might be able to do it. So don't be surprised if I call you to ask you some advice on how to fix the state of California. In the meantime, I want you to know how lucky I am to have you as a friend. I mean that. Have a wonderful day. Okay? So all I really want to do is just say hi to people and to let them know that they're my friends. But I have a lot of other different types of campaigns as well. This is one just to stay in touch with people. And remember how important it is to stay in touch with people, especially if you're marketing anything. Top-of-mind awareness is very, very important. That's me and Snoop Doggy Dogg. He says I'm the man. And there's a photo of me, and I actually wrote a little rap song in this card. So that's kind of cool. So these are the types of cards that you can create with SendOutCards, and they're fantastic. This is one of my favorite because I have two of the most powerful and loveliest ladies in the world strapped to my arms, other than my wife, of course. She's the most powerful woman in my life, and certainly the loveliest. So here's Oprah saying, Michelle, isn't David so cute? And Michelle saying, yes, he's much sexier than Barack. There's a picture of me and Oprah. Okay, you're probably laughing right now, and that's the exact type of reaction that I want when people receive my cards. I want them to laugh, I want them to have fun with them, and I want them to remember me. And that's what it's all about, okay? Getting people to remember you always. So that is a campaign feature, and you got a contact manager. Now, here's something really cool in the contact manager. Notice that I have all these categories of people, okay? So let's say that you're, like last year, I did a lot of workshops, okay? Here's some workshops. I did a bunch of workshops. These are the dates, and every person that came to my workshop, I got their name and address, which you should always do. And now when you go to select, I can send something to everybody who's ever attended that workshop back in, I think that was in, 08. So watch this, okay? I'm going to clear my groups, and I'm going to say, I want to talk to everybody who came to my workshop on May 29th in 2008. I'll click on Find Contact, and, okay, let's do that again. Not May 28th. Let's go May 5th or June 11th. How's that? Let's try June 11th. This is one I was not at. Okay, this was a small workshop. These were 12 people, or at least 12 people that I got their information from. But here's the cool thing. Here's their names, and I can go select one of those campaign cards that I just showed you. Like, let's say I select the Aussie card, and I clicked Send Campaign to Check, this little button right here. That card would automatically go out to all these people with just one push of a button. And the cool thing is it would insert their names inside the card. Okay? Isn't that amazing? All right, well, let's see. One of the other things I want to show you is Picture Plus. Picture Plus allows you to create those custom cards. So here's a bunch of photos that I've uploaded into the system, okay? a bunch of photos that I've uploaded. There's my celebrity photos. There's me and Shaq, me and Jay Leno, just a bunch of photos that I've uploaded into the system. And I can select any one of these photos. So let's say I'll select this one, okay, and I'll click on Create Picture Plus card. I can say something like, hey, Art. This guy's name is Art Jonak, so I'll go, hey, Art. And I'll do a little thought bubble. David is cool. So now he's thinking. Okay, see how much fun you can have with this thing? It's really a lot of fun. Think how you can use this not only in your business life, but also your professional life. Art Jonak's TV show. This was his television show. We're sitting in a blue screen in the background. In Dallas, Texas, and we are filming in his studio. There's Art Jonak's TV show. Okay, so this actually becomes the front of that card. Isn't that cool?
Hey, David, thank you so much. Now, I hope you guys can all see how powerful sending out cards can be, but even more importantly, how powerful sending out cards in SendOutCards can be. It's easy, it's fast, it's inexpensive, and it can literally change people's lives. Some of my favorite things about it is the fact that I can send a card in less than 60 seconds to any place in the world, to my family, to my friends, people in my church, people that I work with. In less than 60 seconds, I can send a card anywhere in the world, and it changes lives, it builds businesses, and it's simple. I'm going to show you actually a couple ways that it's actually changed people's lives, how it's building people's businesses, how we're making a ton of money with it, and how you can too. Okay? So the first thing is I want to talk about the power of a card. Now I want to show you guys just kind of a personal story from someone in my office. He signed up for SendOutCards, and he just started sending cards to people just to be nice all the time. And he actually sent a sincere card to his insurance agency. Now, most people don't think about sending your insurance agent a card, but they're people just like anyone else, and they love to get stuff. So he went and sent out a card to someone in his insurance agency. And as soon as they got the card, they called him back, and they thanked him for his thoughtfulness. And they actually posted the card up in his office, and they ended up joining SendOutCards. And he made money when they signed SendOutCards. Now, he didn't send that card trying to get someone to join SendOutCards. He did it just to show somebody that, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for what you did today. And because of that, the person, first off, they felt the life-changing effect of a card. And after that, they decided to join, and he starts making money from that person as well. Really, really cool. In fact, that's why, and I stressed this at the very beginning of the webinar, it's very important to get in the process of sending out an unexpected card a day with no hope of ever getting anything in return, just to change people's lives. And when you start doing that, you'll become a card sender. And when you do that, you're going to see people's lives around you change because they now know that you care about them, that you're thoughtful in this. And again, it only takes you 60 seconds to do it. Okay. Then if you go to SendOutCards, when you go to the convention, you see stuff, you'll see people, thousands of people's lives who are changed just by sending cards. Again, I shared a very simple example with you right here, but it's literally changing the way that people interact with each other and how people show appreciation. So make sure that that's one of the ways you can use a card. Okay, the next way, powerful way to use a card is in your business. Now, some of you guys may have heard of Joe Girard. He is in the Guinness Book of World Records for selling the most used cars of anyone in the world. And they said that he actually would sell more used cars by himself than most dealerships would sell in a year. And what he would do is that he had 2 or 3 people on staff. What they would do is when the customers would come in and they buy a car from him, or even if they didn't buy a card, he would start sending them 1 to 2 cards every single month, personal handwritten cards from him. What happened was really, really powerful. These people getting these cards, and the referrals he started getting were huge. Because let's say you bought a car, and every month or twice a month you're getting cards from this guy who sold you a car. As soon as you have a friend who says, "Hey, I'm looking for a car," the first thing happens is, "Hey, I've got this guy named Joe. He's my buddy. He's a really good guy. He sends me cards every other week, basically sending me cards. You should buy a car through him." Okay, and again, he made this a very systematic process where he started sending cards to people over and over and over again. What happened was his business exploded. And like I said, he became the #1 used car salesperson in the entire world for 12 straight years. Okay, very powerful. And I've seen this happen in lots of other businesses as well. I've seen dentist supplies, I've seen chiropractors, I've seen realtors, I've seen people from all spaces of life apply this exact same method, sending their customers cards, thanking them for being customers, for how they, for their business, for their service, whatever it might be, and in return, they get almost unlimited amount of referrals from their friends and family members because you're no longer just someone that they worked with. You're now a friend. Okay, so sending cards is powerful, and Joe Girard showed that principle perfectly when he became the Guinness Book of World Records #1 car salesman. So very, very powerful. Okay, now I want to show you the power of a card in my business. Now, my business, I run an internet business, and a lot of guys say, "Hey, well, Russell, why would you send a physical card? You're an internet business." So what happened is last year we we had created a product and we sold it, and we were actually kind of slow getting the product delivered. We didn't have enough printed at the time. And so what happens, I felt guilty, so I took all the customers who didn't get their product on time, and I sent them a simple card saying, hey, I really apologize that it took so long to get to you. I just wanted to tell you you're sorry. And also, we're doing this event in Salt Lake City, and I want to invite you to come to this event as one of my guests, just kind of as my way to show you that I apologize for being late with the product sent out. Okay, and just send it out again as just a way to let my customers know I'm sorry and kind of to become better friends with them. And what happened is that, people came to that seminar. We had a nice seminar, and the last day of the seminar, a guy came up to me from New Zealand, and he shook my hand. And he said, Russell, I want you to know that in the last 3 days I've been at the seminar, I purchased over $22,000 worth of products and services from you and your other speakers. And he said that the one thing I really want you to understand is that I was not coming to the seminar. I was upset that he hadn't sent me the product yet, a bunch of other stuff. He's like, I got a card handwritten by you to my home in New Zealand. And I thought, hey, if this internet marketer cares enough about me to send me a handwritten card, I'm going to get on a plane, I'm going to fly across the country, across the world, and come to your event because you cared enough to send a personal handwritten card. What he didn't know is it wasn't handwritten. It was sent through SendOutCards through their system. But that was the impact it had on one of our customers, so much so they came and spent over $22,000 with us at an event because of one single card that I sent out. Okay? Now think about that in your business. How could one single card change your business? How would landing one more client, one more customer, one more person, how would that change your business? Okay, for most businesses, it could change them dramatically. For me, it was an extra $22,000 of cash for sending one single card. Okay, very, very powerful. Now, for those of you, if you're all like me, you're ready to get started and send out cards. And there's a lot of different ways you can get started, and I'm excited to be able to bring this opportunity for you guys. So I'm going to share you the 3 core ways to get started. They're very, very simple. If you are like some people and you just want to start sending out cards, you're like, I'm ready, Russell, I believe in this, I want to send out cards, I want to get a card catalog, I want to get the autoresponder, all the stuff that's built in SendOutCards, I want it. You can sign up right now for $99, for $100. And when you do that, you can start sending cards for 98 cents a piece. Again, about a fourth of what you pay at Hallmark. Okay? And so a lot of you guys, if you're ready to get started, boom, this is the way you get started. Simple and easy, and you start sending cards. Okay? And that's kind of the first way to sign up is the retail account. Okay? Now the second way, this one's even cooler. A lot of you guys I'm sure have heard of Costco or Sam's Club. Just like that, SendOutCards has a club like that, their wholesale club. Well, the wholesale club works, you spend a little bit more money initially to sign up. You spend about $298 to sign up. But what happens is now you get huge discounts on your cards. Okay, so just like a Costco or a Sam's Club membership, you pay a little bit more for membership up front, then all of your groceries, everything you buy from that point forward is super, super cheap. Same kind of thing. If you're planning on sending more than maybe 10 or 15 cards a year, the wholesale plan is for you because, again, you're getting 35% discount on all the cards you're sending. Okay, now, first off, retail's great if you're only going to be sending a few cards, but if you're planning on sending more than 10, 15 cards, especially during Christmas time or holidays or birthdays, the wholesale count is what you want because you get huge, huge, huge discounts, 35% discount on your cards when you send them out. Okay, and so that's the power of the wholesale system. Now, there's one other system as well, and this is the one that I recommend the most. This is the one that I'm a member of. This is the one you guys all should be members of because this is the most powerful one, and it's called the Entrepreneur Package. Now, the way the Entrepreneur Package works is a little bit more expensive to sign up, about $100 more, but what is powerful about this is the fact that you can build long-term residual income when you refer other people to the service. Now, if you're all like me, in your business or in your personal life, you probably know one or two other people who could benefit from SendOutCards. Am I not right? I'm sure your mother, a business associate, someone who's in the same business, same industry as you, somebody you know could use SendOutCards. How would you like to get paid every single time that person clicks send? Okay, for just a little bit more money above the wholesale account, you still get the benefits of wholesale account, but you become an entrepreneur account. Now you get paid every time one of your friends sends a card as well. And this is where it's really, really powerful. So let me talk to you a little bit more about the Entrepreneur Package and how it works. Okay, first thing, what you get as an Entrepreneur Package is you get your own turnkey business, and you get the ability to send cards for free. Now let me explain that. First off, some of you guys may say, well, Russell, I'm not interested in a business right now, and that's completely fine. Look at it this way to start off with. Look at it as you have the ability to send cards for free. Again, it's going to cost you about $400 to become an entrepreneur, but the cool thing is every time you refer someone else to the service, you make $120 or more. So you refer 3 or 4 of your friends, suddenly your account for SendOutCards became completely free, which is really, really cool. And that's my goal for every one of you guys, not to have to pay for this service. Just tell 2 or 3 of your friends, give them an account, and boom, you got your account for free. The second thing, like I said, is every time any of those people send cards, you make money. Okay, when I first did this, I gave accounts to 2 or 3 people, I signed them up, and I kind of forgot about it. And they started sending all these cards, and I started making money without even sending cards. So basically, all my cards I sent out were completely free because other people, I was making money when they were sending cards. Okay, it's really, really cool. So even if you don't want to be part of a business, the Entrepreneur Package is powerful because now you can get your cards sent out for free. But what's going to happen is when you see how powerful this is, you're going to want the ability to make it a turnkey business, and it already is out of the box, which is really, really powerful. Okay, with your investment, you get a SendOutCards system license, so you have the ability to use SendOutCards, use everything internal in SendOutCards, use the autoresponder, all the stuff that's built in SendOutCards. You also get 100 free cards to start with. Okay, so that in and of itself is worth, if you're going to Hallmark, it's for 100 cards, it's $4 a piece. You're looking at $400 just to get the cards. So you're getting $400 worth of cards for free when you sign up as an entrepreneur, which is really, really cool. And you can use these cards today, tomorrow, at Christmas time, and 10 years from now. Doesn't matter. They're yours to use whenever you want, but they're completely free, and boom, you've got the cards. Okay, next thing is you get your 35% discount on cards. So the cards are way, way, way cheaper than if you do the retail option. The other thing, and this is really cool, this is what helped me get the deal where I made over $22,000 from that one guy, is you're able to actually write your personal handwriting down. You send it to SendOutCards, and they make a font out of your handwriting, and they'll include your signatures as well. So every card actually looks like it was handwritten by you, which is really, really powerful. So for me, we have my signature on it, my wife's signature, a couple other people that use our account, we have their signatures and their handwriting. So when my wife sends a card, it comes from her handwriting. When I send a card, it comes from my handwriting. Okay, very, very powerful step that you get when you become an entrepreneur. Next thing, you get free DVDs to send to everyone you know about this. So if you're interested in, again, building it as a business, they give you free DVDs. Most companies actually charge you for their DVDs, which is a horrible, horrible thing for companies to do. This one, they don't charge you. They give you DVDs, you hand it to your friend, they watch it, and they're like, man, this sounds really great. I want to sign up, and you get the DVDs for free, which is a really powerful tool that SendOutCards often offers. The next thing is you get a full one-day ticket to the Treat 'em Right seminar, which I encourage you, after you become an entrepreneur, go to the Treat 'em Right seminars. That's where you're going to meet other people just like you who are changing lives sending cards. And you probably have a chance to meet me there as well. So make sure you get your ticket and show up at the Treat 'em Right seminar. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can quickly build a large SendOutCards income. Okay, it's not that difficult. In fact, we've helped make the process very, very simple. Okay, the first step of the process is people sign up to attend a webinar. Just like you. You came on this webinar because someone told you about it, and you signed up because you're interested in attending a webinar. Okay, and we have 3 or 4 webinars depending on what type of person you're going after, whether it be a business owner or someone at home. Just it depends. We have different webinars, but you basically invite someone to show up to a webinar. Okay, very simple. Next thing you do, you call that person up to give them access to the webinar, but you give them the ability to send out a card. Okay, you notice before you got on this webinar, somebody gave you an account to send out cards and said, hey, send 2 cards. I want to show you how easy it is to send some cards. So you probably had a chance to send 1 or 2 cards, maybe to your mother or your friend or your spouse. And that's what the person, let them send the cards. They're going to see, man, this is a really cool system. And the next step is you just invite them to show up to the webinar, which they signed up for anyway. They watch the webinar, which the webinar will show them the power behind SendOutCards, how it can change their life, how it can make them money, all the different things. It shows them the power behind how SendOutCards works. Okay, then all you do afterwards is very simple. Is you call that customer back up on the phone afterwards and ask them if they want a retail account, a wholesale account, or an entrepreneur account. It's really that simple, okay? So for you, let's say you have some friends or family members. You just say, hey, there's this webinar. Please show up at the webinar. You can even send them a card if you don't want to talk to them. They get the card. They show up on the webinar, or they register for the webinar. Then you call back just those who are interested. You let them send 2 cards through the system. You have them watch the webinar, and then you sign them up. Very, very simple. Okay, and I'm going to show you the way here in a second where I'm actually even going to help generate these interested people for you in case you don't have any friends or family members who are interested, or you may be nervous or whatever it might be. I'm going to show you a way that I'm going to actually help get people to sign up for the webinar for you. Okay, but again, that is the process. It's really that simple. There's no selling in this at all. Okay, if you have to sell the system, the person doesn't need the system. All you need to do is let them send 2 cards, let them watch this webinar to see the power of it, and most people are going to sign up as either a retail account, a wholesale account, or like you, they're going to become an entrepreneur. Okay, and that's really the power behind the system, is that they're not really selling. Let them see it, let them experience it, let them see how powerful it can be in their life, and they will sign up for one of those 3 accounts. Okay, so I'm going to show you, if you decide, again, today to become an entrepreneur, I want to give you some extra bonuses because you decided to become an entrepreneur. Okay, so what we have a group of guys just like you and me, and women as well, who are part of kind of our team, and we developed this team. We call it our Network Mastermind. It's a mastermind group of people who are trying to build a SendOutCards business together. And what's going to happen is when you become an entrepreneur today, you'll get access to the Network Mastermind group for free, which is really cool. You're going to have a chance to spend time with some very brilliant, like-minded entrepreneurs. I'm going to be there in the club as well, which is really, really fun for me. Okay, so let me show you some of the other stuff it includes. First off, it includes a cool lead management system. Okay, this is really, really key because we want this to make this process very simple for you, where if you tell one of your friends or your family members to go join a webinar, you want a very easy system to find out who signed up, who wants to be on it, and you can kind of follow them through. And we have scripts built in and everything for lead management software to make it super easy for you to build a SendOutCards business. Okay. Second thing is that we've created a whole bunch of different landing pages. Like I told you before, I'm an internet guy, and that's what I do is internet marketing. We've created landing pages, so web pages for you that you just send people these web pages. They're very good web pages. They're set up to convert very, very, very high. They get a lot of people to actually give us their name, their email address, their phone number. You send people those things, they register for the webinar, and the whole process begins. So these landing pages are very powerful, and again, they're in a couple different niches, so that if you have someone who's a stay-at-home mom, you might send them to one landing page. If you have someone who's a business owner, you might send them to a different landing page. Okay, and those landing pages are all set up and ready for you to go today. And next thing is we have these professional webinars. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just send them to a webinar just like this to have a chance to see how powerful the opportunity is, and the webinar will do all the selling for you. Okay, so very professional, powerful webinar. Next thing is that inside of the lead management system, there is an additional cost, but if you'd like to, there's an email autoresponder built in. So you can plug in all the people's contact information, and they can send out follow-up emails with them automatically without you ever having to even touch anything, which is really, really powerful. And again, it's a little additional cost. You don't have to have that feature, but you can if you would like, and I recommend it because it's a powerful, powerful tool. Okay. Next thing is you get access to our patented 3-step prospecting system that has very proven results. Okay, you've gone through this 3-step system. Okay, you're in it right now. You're in step number 2 right now. You sign up for a webinar. Helped you send 2 cards. You're watching the webinar, and after this, as you can expect from seeing the process, someone's going to call you and ask you which account you want to sign up for, whether you want to be a retail, a wholesale, or if you want to sign up and be an entrepreneur like me. Okay, so very, very powerful. You have access to our entire 3-step prospecting system that works very, very well. Next thing is you'll get integrated training. People from either me or someone in my office does trainings every single week, training you on how to build your SendOutCards business. The nice thing about this business is that it grows for me when your business grows. I don't make money unless you're making money. So we are very integrated. In fact, someone on my team, you'll have his personal phone number. You can call him anytime you want, 24 hours a day. And I say it kind of as a joke because he does sleep at night. So make sure you don't call him at night. But you have his access to be able to get a hold of him, ask him any questions you want. If he doesn't have the answer, you can come ask me. But you have integrated training from the best marketers in the world right in your back pocket. Okay, most people we're charging right now hundreds of dollars an hour to work with one of my coaches. When you join SendOutCards, you'll have access to one of my top coaches, 100% for free forever. Like I said, you'll have his phone number, and he is going to be working with you to build a SendOutCards business because his whole job, his paycheck, depends on how big of a business you guys grow. So it's very, very powerful, and he wants to work with you guys. So you have training, weekly training, one-on-one training, whatever kind of training you need to build your SendOutCards business. Okay, next thing is internal instant messenger inside of our system, so you can message other people, you can message us internally, that kind of stuff. You get weekly coaching training, and also as a team of entrepreneurs, we do co-op ad campaigns where we all chip in a bunch of money. I'll go buy media to send a whole bunch of leads coming through the system, and that way, if you know after you've talked to people you know and they're not interested anymore, or you've ran out of people to talk to, we can do lead co-op campaigns. We'll buy a whole bunch of media, send them to the landing pages, and give you leads just like that. Okay, and that's again something that's part of this network mastermind that we've set up together. Okay, so that's all the bonus stuff you can get just by becoming an entrepreneur today. Now, there's one other special promotion I want to talk about. This is something that's not going to be around forever. This is something we're doing for a very limited time, but I want to do this today to incentivize you to get excited and want to sign up today because this is something that's going to help build your business very, very quickly. What I'm going to actually do for you is for every new person you bring into the business, so again, and we'll teach you how to do this, how to send out cards to your friends and family members and people you know who might be interested, to your realtor, your dentist, all that kind of stuff. For every new person you bring in to send out cards, what I'm going to do, and again, this is a very limited time because I can't do this forever, but what I'm going to do is we have way too many people sign up for these webinars than I have the ability to call. Okay, way more than I personally have the ability to call. I'm getting literally hundreds and hundreds of people a day who are registering for this webinar, and I don't have the time to call them all. So what I'm going to do is for every person that you sign up, I'm going to give you 10 people of my own who are very interested, who expressed a desire to join SendOutCards. They've requested the webinar. I'm going to go and give you 10 of those people's names who you can then call, get them on the help them send out 2 cards, get them on a webinar, and sign them up. And when you do that, you get to keep the $120 cash for everyone you sign up. I don't care about that money. Okay, I want you to have that money. I want your business to grow. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you that person, and all you do is follow up with them, put them through the 3-step system we talked about, and you'll keep the $120 cash from everyone you sign up. Plus, you will keep the monthly residual income as well. Okay, I hope you guys see the power in that. Okay, I don't know anyone else in the world that's doing that, but we are doing it for you today because again, I make money as you make money. Okay, my business cannot grow unless your business grows. So to do that, I'm going to help give you some incentive. Sign up somebody. I'm sure you know somebody. In fact, last week we had somebody who joined, and they went through this process. They called up one of their friends or family members. I can't remember who it was. And within like 5 minutes, they called that person, and they signed up one of their, I think it was their brother, their brother-in-law or something like that. They signed the person up. They called John in my office. John sent them 10 more leads. I think they signed up 1 or 2 more people from those 10 leads as well. All within like an hour or two of them signing up from the original SendOutCards. Okay, so start thinking about that. Do you know someone right now who could benefit from the system? If you do, you can sign them up in like an hour from now, and we'll send you 10 more people. And within 2 hours, 3 hours from now, if you follow these 10 people, you sign up 1 or 2 more of those, boom, your entire investment for the entrepreneur package is now paid for. That's the power. Plus, you have these people in your downline, and every single time they send a card, you get paid money. Every time someone they refer sends a card, you get money, and it keeps on going and going and going. Okay, so this is a very special permission. If you watch this webinar tomorrow, this section is probably going to be taken out because I cannot keep doing this forever. Okay, we have a lot of people joining, as you can tell. This is a hot topic. This is something that's growing very, very quickly, especially in today's economy, because people are seeing so much success and so much results from it that the offer is hot. A lot of people are signing up for the webinar, and I need you guys to start calling these people quick, but I cannot do it forever. That is for sure. So make sure you become an entrepreneur today so I can start giving you these all of my excess leads who are already interested and want to join SendOutCards. So you can just call them, sign them up, and have them as part of your team. Okay? All right. Now the last thing I want you guys to do is I want you to sit back, sit in your chair, sit in your table, wherever you're sitting right now. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to imagine with me for a few minutes. Okay? Imagine yourself living anywhere in the world that you'd like to. Okay? Maybe you already are. Maybe it's your own hometown, but imagine living in the home you want, driving the car you want to drive. Imagine taking time off to be with your family and still getting paid whether you're working or not. Okay? You can travel to exotic locations. You can pay off your bills. You can fire your boss. You can do whatever it is that you dream about in your life that's going to give you the freedom that you want. Okay? Freedom for everyone is different. Again, some people it's more money. Some people it's more time. What is freedom for you? I want you to imagine that in your mind right now. Okay? Now, when you become part of our team, you start working to build your SendOutCards business with us, you are going to be building a residual income that's going to be able to pay you for the rest of your life. Okay? Now, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I do not want you to think that. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some effort, but you're going to be working directly with me and my team. If you spend 6 months doing this, 7 months, 8 months, you start building your team right now, within a year from now, within 2 years from now, you're going to see huge results. You're going to see residual income coming in, and this residual income will keep paying you over and over and over again. So in a year from now, you say, I'm ready to retire. I'm ready to step away from the grind. The money will not stop. The money will keep coming, and that's the power of residual income. And the best thing is that when you build this team of people, every time any of them sends a card, you get paid. Okay? We talk a lot of times about wanting a Christmas bonus. Okay? Christmas time is the best because everyone's sending a ton of cards, and guess what? You get paid huge bonuses because everyone's sending cards. Christmas time is one of the best times in the SendOutCard business because everyone gets huge Christmas bonuses from everyone else sending out cards. Again, every time someone clicks send, you're getting paid. It doesn't matter if you're here, if you're in Jamaica, if you're in Hawaii. Every time someone clicks send, you are getting paid. Okay? Now, I hope you guys see the power of that. I want you on my team. I want you to become an entrepreneur because as soon as you become an entrepreneur, you're going to have the keys in your hand to take this and turn it into a business that's going to pay you forever. Okay? It's only going to take you a few short minutes to get signed up. We can have you signed up in about 5 minutes from now. What you need to do now is when you get off this phone, when you get off this webinar, call back the person that told you about this webinar. Give them a call. And when you call them up on the phone, just tell them, hey, I'm ready to sign up. I want to become a retail customer or a wholesale customer, or hey, I want to be on Russell's team. I want to become an entrepreneur. Okay, and as soon as you tell them that, they'll walk you through the process to get you signed up so you can start sending cards and start building this business with us as part of our network mastermind team. Okay, I'm so excited to have you as part of our team. Again, call back the person that sent you this webinar as soon as humanly possible, and make sure you do it right away because they probably referred 4 or 5 people. The first one who gets on the phone with them is going to be the first one who gets a chance to talk to him. If you can't get a hold of him, keep calling him, and let them know, hey, I'm ready to become an entrepreneur. Tell them that Russell sent you and that Russell said, I want to be an entrepreneur. And as soon as you do that, you're going to be part of my team, and we're going to be working together to be able to build nice SendOutCards businesses that, again, are not going to make us $1 million tonight, but they're going to build a nice residual income for the rest of our lives. And that's why we're building this company. That's why we believe in this company, because it's going to be around forever, and we want you guys on our team. Okay? So again, call back the person that sent you this webinar, and I'm excited and thrilled to have you as one of the newest entrepreneurs on our team, and I'm sure I'll see you guys at one of the next Treat 'em Right seminars. Thank you again for being on this webinar, and I'll talk to you guys soon.